Bharat Gulia next. Bharat runs one of the cooler startups of India called Eddy. You're all too young to know who Eddy is. He targets the babies that you'll have soon. He's a learning
platform.
Okay, I leave the house to Bharat. Bharat, 5 minutes.
I'll sit here. You want to introduce? Thank you. So I run Eddy. We are trying to make an impact in the education landscape in the country. A few facts about education. We all are pass outs of an education system. We've had lovely teachers, we had great schools, we had great institutions we've been to. But if you look at the overall education system, it's not changed for 200 years. The classroom of 100 years ago looked absolutely the same as it looks now. Problems in India are plenty. Any survey which you take about employability says 80% of the graduates in India are not employable. You peel the onion a bit more, you realize the problem is not of what was taught in the engineering college. There's a problem that a lot of people cannot communicate in the right language. We hire as startups and we know communication skills are so poor, or technical skills are so poor, or things like teamwork and so on, or leadership. A lot of people come with a sense of entitlement, saying, I'm an engineer now, give me a great job, but we tell him do something and he's like, completely he doesn't know what to do around it. And as you peel the onion more, you realize the problem actually starts much earlier in life. A child who gets left behind in class 3, bad maths teacher in class 3, says, my maths is not so good, the teacher's not inspiring, maybe it's not for me. Gets 60%, he starts class 4 with a 60% score, he only knows 60% of what he's supposed to learn, it starts weakening, and until unless there's some remedial push, it stays where it is. We had a PISA survey recently done. PISA is an organization which studies how students are doing across countries. India came second from last. We had other studies which came out, and the results which come out are really shocking. Our reading levels of class 5 students, half of them cannot do simple division, which are supposed to do in class 2 or 3. You go across, you just leave the top schools in Delhi, you just travel to smaller places and you realize how abysmal the situation is. The government introduced something called a central teacher eligibility test to say that our teachers must have a certain level of education. I don't know if many of you are aware that a teacher has to be a bachelor's in education. And a lot of bachelors in education, the teachers never go to the college, they just get a degree and buy a degree. You know what the pass rates of teachers in that CTET test was? 1% of all teachers passed, 99% failed. So on one hand, how do you change the system where teachers also, there's a problem at the teacher level. So there's a very serious issue playing the education system. How important is it? India has more kids than the US, South America and Europe combined. We have more kids, we have 40% more kids than China. If we don't do something about it, we have another generation which is lost, change happens very slowly, something needs to be done. And that's where we came in and said, what can we do around this? We realized 3 things. One, the biggest impact can be made in the early years. 80% of the brain develops in the early years. A lot of what you learn in these formative, the mind is much more agile in these years, and the learning gaps which come in these years only intensify later. There's a very interesting Harvard study. So Harvard is a longitudinal study over 20-30 years, and they really found that if kindergarten scores are related to future success, future earnings, house ownership, and so on and so forth. I don't know what I was doing in kindergarten, but that's what the research has said, and that's how important those early years are. So early years are critical. Technology is probably the only solution we have. We can't train 99% of teachers to suddenly kind of become really good. It's very difficult to make a change in the classrooms. Am I okay? Okay. So technology is very interesting as a change, and we're going through a very large change. The previous big change in education happened in the 15th century when Gutenberg had the printing press and suddenly books became available. So earlier we had an order where learning was restricted, only a few people could access books, they were handwritten by monks, they were passed down, and suddenly at a printing press everyone could read. And suddenly learning kind of moved to a different level. And what's happened with technology, especially mobile technology, is Firstly, kids now get access to technology for the first time ever. Earlier, you had to learn to write, and you're probably in class 3 before you could type and then access a computer. Now, a 1-year-old is also busy on the phone doing stuff. And the other bit is it's all gamified. So, they're lovely games, you're interested. The big problem in education is motivation. Okay, so I'm speaking right now. I could be very boring to many of you, and you'll forget what I said. If I'm interesting to some of you, you may remember even 10 years later as to what I said. And that's because of your engagement. If I'm interesting, I'm fun, and you'll remember it. If I'm boring, you'll forget the next 1 hour as to what I said. And therefore, the person's engagement and motivation at that time is very, very critical, which games are solving very, very well. So, another example is, you make a child do a math problem. He doesn't do it right 3 times. He says, I'm not good at this. You make him play a game, and he loses a life 3 times. The 4th time he's trying harder that I must not lose my life. That's what that motivation which gamification can bring in. So we said, how do we put all of this together and use this technology and use this massive changes happening to help all the kids learn far better, and that was the idea of Eddie.
Now let's stop you and open for Q&A.
Yeah, but what is Eddie?
So we didn't invite them to tell you about what is Eddie. It's this what drives.
I just said what was the thought process and what is the problem we're trying to
Now-
solve. But since you asked it,
Curious, yeah. You build the suspense.
so what we're building with Eddie is a learning platform where every child can get access to learn whatever they want to in a structured way, in a learning path, using a mobile device. So I have a 2-year-old, I know what a 2-year-old should be learning, or I have a 4-year-old, I know what a 4-year should be learning. And he could learn creativity from Disney, he could learn maths from, the Maths Olympiad Foundation, he could, a 7-year-old could learn about science from NASA, do a few, have 5 games, play them, do a quick assessment, and, so whatever a child wants to learn faster, I have a 7-year-old who's actually at a 9-year-old level. Why should the school restrict him to only that much and not challenge him? I have a 7-year-old who's at a 5-year-old level, why can't I do something about him? So it's a platform where anyone can learn whatever they want to in a fun, good way using mobile technology.
So it's all curated by you guys, and you give him the information already available on the internet, if I'm not wrong. So I can go on the internet, search for
So that's what we're building.
get the
Currently,
data, he can learn full and all.
yeah. So currently, what we're doing is a curated mobile learning platform with assessments. Part of it is available, part of it is not available openly. Some of the best content is actually not available openly.
Okay.
Discovery Education makes great content. They only sell it to classrooms.
Okay.
NASA may run some programs for public, but may not give out everything to the public. There's a very exciting company in Scotland which just sells again to schools. They make 3-minute videos around it. Some great games. So that there are about 1 lakh games on the Education App Store on Android. How do you discover what's good? How do you discover what's right for the child? How do you discover it has learning value? And now there's a whole science to it, by the way. Okay, so it's not so as simple as that. So how do you put it together that a child can learn? Most of them don't have assessments also. They don't know whether he's following a learning path. So we try to structure it in a learning platform, curate it, create where there are gaps, and put it out together.
So I missed that piece.
So
Are
we'll
you
take
saying
the last
creative
question.
content, or are you all just aggregating content and
We are
putting it
curating
in-
content, and in some cases creating content as
So
well.
yours
where there are
is
gaps.
inspired from Asahi report or because you quoted failure and all these things. So is it based on the numbers you quoted, or based on the annual?
So numbers are quoted from all over, but yes, one of the sources was the ASA report as well.
And age group? What is the age group?
So we cater to ages up to 11 years. So we cater to preschool and early years.
Oh, so
What is the
2 years
name of
to
the
11.
platform?
Eddie.
EDI.
Mobile?
EDD.
So Bharat is around.
I'm around.
Yeah, Bharat is around. Bharat is accessible.
So we are in the journey. We've done some part of the journey. We are yet to do part of the journey. But
How do you decide what level the kid is at?
sorry, we don't decide. The kid and the parent decides. You decide that you can be a 2-year-old. You see what a 2-year-old
You
has.
said that child is a
So he can move faster. He can move slower as per his pace. I
So,
don't decide.
so Bharat, that is his business. Bharat will tell you offline. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Bharat.
Thanks,
So I